Mm. Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty right there with the live stream. Everything should be good to go right now. We have a couple people that joined in today, and I'm just going through the breathing exercise that we're going to be embracing while we do our sequence. So first, let's just tune in to our bodies. How do we feel today? Do we feel nice and limber or tight? So let's tap into some Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath is known as victory breath, and when you're successfully in a posture, you kind of claim that you've made the posture with the Ujjayi breath. And it's an audible breath in through your nose, constricting the back of your throat, and then out through your nose. After you take a nice deep inhale, I invite you for a collective Om from wherever you may be. And I really want you to embrace this Om, starting with a nice wide Ah, transitioning to a deep O, and then a vibrational Mm. So take a nice deep inhale in. Ah. Namaste, and thank you for letting me guide you to today's practice. Make your way onto all fours, and we're going to commence in a tabletop posture. Establish Astabandha, which is having your fingers spread wide. Your index fingers are pointed directly forward, parallel with the sides of your mat. Your hands are at shoulder width distance. Shoulders stacked over the elbows, elbows stacked over the wrist. Rotate the elbows outward, micro bend in the elbows. Feet, tops of the feet are pressed against the mat. And imagine a glass sitting on your back. Dial in the Ujjayi breath here. And on your next inhale, drop the belly, shift your gaze forward, and raise your tailbone for a cow pose. Exhale, press against the mat, round the spine, and shift your gaze towards your navel for a cat pose. These are what they refer to as the cat cows. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, dropping the belly, shifting the gaze forward. Exhale, cat. Shift your hands about a hand length forward. Curl your toes and raise your hips up and back for your first downward facing dog of the day. You want to drive those heels towards the ground. Bend the knees in order to find length in the spine. This is your first downward dog of the day, so it might be a bit tight. That's normal. You can walk it out and just try to find some fluidity. Slowly inch your hands back to meet your feet. At the back of the mat, round your spine, bend your knees in. Slowly articulate vertebra by vertebra up. And once you've reached the top, slowly step forward to the center of your mat. Establish Padabandha, which is rooting down on the four corners of your feet. You can either have your toes touching with a slight gap in your heels, or you can have your feet at hip width distance with the outside edges of your feet parallel with the edges of your mat. Make your way into a mountain pose and imagine yourself actively aligning your body in this mountain pose in the ideal anatomical posture. Activate those leg muscles, micro bend in the knee, tuck your tailbone underneath your pelvis. That's really important, just as a general rule in life, to when you're normally standing, avoid dumping in the lower back and have this spine strength with strength and length. Draw your shoulders down away from your ears, face your palms forward, and just imagine yourself aligning yourself in this mountain pose, actively using the muscles in your body to correct your posture. And while you're in that mountain pose, let me see if there's any comments. We have Rula, Corin, and Pilar today. Wonderful. Very excited to have you guys, and hopefully this sequence can help you feel a bit less tension in the neck, the shoulders, and your back, and also your hips. This is a sequence that you can use at any time, waking up, or also for athletic recovery or for recovery from being on a desk. These are great. These are great exercises and a great sequence. From this mountain pose, take a deep inhale in. Raise the arms to the sky for an extended mountain pose. And exhale, hinging at the hips, fold forward. Option to grab your elbows and wiggle a bit. Looking for length in the spine here. Inhale, hands on the shins, halfway lift. Looking for a micro bend in the upper back here. Exhale, forward fold. Welcome to bend the knees here. We're looking for length in the spine here. Bend the knees and articulate back up. Inhale, bring your hands out to the side and bring that left elbow underneath your right. Cross the forearms and bring your palms together. Raise those elbows up to shoulder height. Draw the elbows away from your shoulders. Splitting apart your shoulder blades, opening up that upper back. And you're dialed into the Ujjayi breath. This is creating length in your spine, and maintain that mountain pose with the rest of your body. Exhale, release the interlace. Bring the hands out down to the side and roll the shoulders backwards. Inhale, raise the arms out to the side, and this time bring the right elbow underneath the left. Cross the forearms and bring the palms together. Raise the elbows up to shoulder height and draw those elbows away from the shoulders. And just envision your shoulder blades splitting apart. Exhale, release the interlace. Bring the arms out to the side and roll the shoulders. Bring that left hand behind your back over to your right side. Grab your right elbow. Bend that right elbow. Now grab your left elbow with the other hand. Should look a little something like this. And maintain the mountain pose. Maintain the composure. Maintain the breath. Release the left elbow. Release the right elbow. And roll the shoulders. Bring that right hand behind your back over to the left side so that you can clap here. Grab that left elbow. Bend the left elbow, then grab your right elbow. Dial in the Ujjayi breath. Release the right elbow. Release the left elbow. And roll the shoulders back. For this next posture, you can either bring your knuckles together or your palms together, depending on your limitations, depending on what your practice allows today. Let's see what my practice allows today. Haha, yeah, corn. reporting live from California today. Well, let's see if my practice allows me to bring the palms together today. I've been surfing quite a bit, so my back's a bit tight. But would you look at that? My palms are almost together. Once you have your hands back there, dial back in the breath, back into the breathing, back into the concentration, eliminating all the foreign thoughts. You are here. You are now. Exhale. Release the interlace. Return to active alignment. With your palms facing forward in the mountain pose, bring that left palm directly forward and over the top of your back and touch your left shoulder blade. Grab that left elbow with your right hand, rotate it inward, and pull the elbow back and allow your left hand to slide further down your back. As an option here, you can bring the right hand behind your back and interlace the fingers. If you can't quite do that, because I can't, you can use a strap or a little towel and it deepens the stretch, which is an option. Otherwise, you can just remain here, pushing the elbow down, pushing the elbow back, keeping your head straight with your chin parallel to the earth. Tap into your breathing. Exhale, release the elbow. Bring the palms back down to the side. Active alignment. And when I say active alignment, I mean activate all your muscles to align your body in this anatomical position. Inhale, bring the right palm up and touch your right shoulder blade. Grab that left elbow, rotate it inward, and push that elbow back so that your hand slides down your back. Continue with the audible Ujjayi breath here. Exhale, release. Bring the palms back down to the side. Active alignment. Drop your chin down to your sternum, and we're going to half moon our head. Very slowly, very controlled. We're not swinging our heads here. We're not doing circles. We're just doing a half moon, using our eyes to trace the imaginary collar of our shirt, or maybe in your case, the not so imaginary collar of the shirt. Start making your way with your eyes to the left. Make your way to the right. Slowly make your way back to the left. and make your way back to the right. And you might get a little crack here or there. It's fine. Make your way back to the center. Raise your chin back up to parallel. Reach over the top of your head with your left hand so that your left middle finger is just above your right ear. Pull your head down to the left as you draw that right arm down. And as you pull on your head to the left, you're pushing into your hand with your head for that yin-yang effect. So there's never only pull. There's always a push to every pull, and that is one of the main yin-yang principles. So really focus on pushing that head into your hand as you drive that right arm down, creating that stretch on the right side of your neck. Release the head, return to center. Reach over the top of your head with your right hand so that your right middle finger is just above your left. And with your fingers spread wide, grab that head and pull it to the right, drawing that left arm down, that left shoulder away from the ear. And you're pushing into that hand with your head very actively, just as actively as you're pulling it. That's as much resistance as you have to place with your head to find that balance. Exhale, release, and return to active alignment. Let me see if there's any comments or questions here. It's okay if you used to be more flexible and not so much anymore. We'll get back to that flexibility level that is desired, Corin. Just stick with me. From the mountain pose. Actually, make your way to the top of the mat. Heel toe your feet outward so that your outside edges of your feet are parallel with the outside edges of the mat. Bring your hands together at heart center. Bend your knees, drop your bum, and bring those elbows inside of your knees and push those knees out while simultaneously pushing those elbows in with your knees. Your heart is shining, your shoulders are drawn down away from your ears. For a Malasana pose. From this Malasana pose, roll back onto your bum. And make your way into a Shavasana pose, also known as corpse pose. And let's just give our body a few seconds to absorb the medicine that you just provided to the neck and to your back. Just a couple breaths. Bend your knees and interlace your fingers, and let's hug those knees into the chest. And this is another form of active alignment. Release the interlace, drop the knees. Your feet are directly underneath your knees. Heels are near your bum. Extend the left leg, fold it over the right. Reach with your right hand to grab your left shin, and then use your left hand to grab your right shin. And just as you pull your knees back to your chest, keep those shoulders rooted and pull those knees into your chest. Breathe. Exhale, release the shins. Drop the right foot down. Shift your hips over to the left side of the mat. And allow your knees to fall over to the right side. Keeping both shoulders rooted down. Breathe. You might feel a little crack in the back when your knees fall. That's normal. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Shift the hips underneath. Extend the left leg. Drop the left foot down. And hug the knees in. Exhale. Release the knees. Drop the feet down directly underneath the knees with the heels near the bum. Extend the right leg. Fold it over the left. And with your left hand, grab your right shin. With your right hand, grab your left shin. And pull those thighs and knees up to your chest. These exercises right here will open up your hips. Lower back pain many times originates from tight hips. So if you open up the hips, you release the tension, you remove the pain. Exhale, release the shins. Drop the left foot down. Shift your hips over to the right side of the mat. And allow your knees to fall over to the left side. Oh, got a crack. Keep both shoulders rooted down. And breathe. Feel out any differences or subtleties with one side compared to the other. And try to spot imbalances. Are you tighter on one side than the other? If you are, it's okay. That's the case for most people. Just relax and melt into these postures. Inhale, bring the legs back up. Shift the hips underneath. Extend the right leg. Drop the right foot down and give your knees a hug. Drop the feet down directly underneath their knees. Extend the left leg, and this time cross it over the right. Reach through the windows of your thighs, interlace your fingers, and pull back on that right hamstring, keeping the right foot flexed and the right knee at 90 degrees. This is a reverse pigeon. Use your left elbow to wedge open that left thigh, creating more room in the thighs, more room in your hips. Maintain that Ujjayi breath. Exhale, release the interlace. Drop that right foot down. Shift your hips over to the left side of your mat. And allow that left foot to fall over to the right side. Grab that left ankle with your right hand. And shift your gaze over to your left shoulder. Also, drive this thigh away from you to open up room right here in this area. So this is an active stretch. And your whole right leg should be grounded. Breathe. And with every exhale, melt deeper into every posture. Exhale, release the ankle. Inhale, bring the legs back up and shift your hips underneath. Extend the left leg, drop that left foot down, and another active alignment knee hug. Exhale, release the interlace. Drop the feet down underneath your knees, heels near the bum. Extend the right leg, cross it over the left. Reach through the windows of your thighs, interlace the fingers behind your left hamstring. Keep the left knee bent at 90 degrees and the left foot flexed, and pull back on that left hamstring, while keeping your right elbow wedged open on that right thigh, inner right thigh. Dial in the breath and embrace this reverse pigeon. Exhale, release the interlace. Drop the left foot down, shift the hips over to the right side of the mat, and allow that right foot to fall to the left side. Grab that right ankle with your left hand and drive that right thigh away from your torso. Shift your gaze over to your right shoulder. Inhale, return the legs back up and shift the hips back underneath. Extend the right leg and give your knees another hug for active alignment. Exhale, drop the feet down with your outer edges of your feet aligned with the outer edges of your mat. And let's begin some windshield wipers with the knees. Doesn't have to be fast, but it does have to be controlled. Allow the knees to fall to the left and remain there. Option to place your left foot over your right thigh for a bit of a deeper stretch. both shoulders rooted down. Remove the left foot, and let's commence the windshield wipers once again, because we're driving and it's raining. But not pouring rain, just enough to have the windshield wipers on the lowest setting. Allow your knees to fall to the right side. With both shoulders rooted, option to place the right foot over the left thigh. Remove the right foot and commence windshield wipers. Bring your knees in, give your knees a hug. Spread apart your thighs. Bring your elbows inside of your knees. Grasp the outer edges of your feet. Root down your tailbone, root down your shoulders, and pull those feet down with your hands while you drive those feet up to the sky for a blissful baby, also known as a happy baby. Nice breaths here. Option 2. Rock side to side. Rockabye baby. Like so. Release the happy baby. Extend the legs. Make your way into a mountain pose, but laying down, which is Shavasana, also known as corpse pose. And then allow yourself to melt onto the mat. Let all your limbs fall as they may. Relax the feet, the knees, the back, and return to normal breathing. You can abandon the Ujjayi breath now. Complete relaxation. Complete stillness. Imagine yourself like a calm lake. Not a ripple. Begin to wiggle those toes and wiggle those fingers. Get some energy in your extremities. Activate those leg muscles. Activate those arm muscles. Bring the knees up to 90 degrees, thighs 90 degrees from your torso, and allow yourself to fall over to the right side. Extend your right arm above head, and you can rest your head on your bicep. From this fetal position, imagine yourself as a baby in a womb, a pea in a pod. And think about what you're going to do, how you're going to be, the energy you're going to have when you're reborn. Bring that left palm down in front of your face and press down against the mat to root up back to Sukhasana, cross-legged seated pose. Maintain your eyes closed. Maintain your thoughts here. Maintain your presence. After your next inhale, I invite you for a collective Om from wherever you may be. Take a nice deep inhale in. Ah. Thank you for letting me guide your practice today. I hope you enjoyed the sequence, and I hope you're feeling a bit less tight, and hopefully you can take these exercises and stretches and take them into your personal life. And let me see if there's any other comments. We'll get there, Corin. Glad you liked it. And I'll leave you guys there. Namaste, folks. Have a great day. Spread positivity.